Me. That's me. Token Vaping. How's it going, guys? So as you can see by going by the hat, today's juice review is another flavor in an ongoing line that I'm trying to do. As you all know, if you've watched my other videos, I am trying to cut down the amount of time each video is. I feel like, you know, if you try to cram all of the flavors that I'm able to acquire from a company, it drags out the video and it tends to take a lot longer to get through. So I'm trying to devote the video per flavor. It gives a little more attention to the flavor itself and puts a little more spotlight on it, which it does deserve. But it does tend to lengthen the amount of time it takes me to get through whatever flavors I'm able to get from the companies themselves. So just kind of bear with me. I am getting through this as quick as I can. You know, it is an ongoing process, but we will get through this, and I will do the best that I can for all of you all. So as you can see by the hat, the company name is called The Working Man's Vape. They are located in Lebanon, Oregon. I did have a chance to meet the owner-operator and a couple of his employees at an expo that was going on in Oregon. Great guy. Has no problem whatsoever talking vape, talking shop, things like that. Just an amazing, down-to-earth gentleman. His name is Joe, and there are a few things about this line that I really did like. A lot of it's based on the attention to detail and the amount of focus that they put on the juices themselves. It is made in an ISO 5 lab, so you know the quality is there. It is a lab facility. They do offer 0, 3, 6, and 12. But they do have various mixes for the different flavors because, you know, after experimenting and testing and numerous testing and things like that, they found that like a lot of lines nowadays, the mix doesn't always work for every flavor. If you go with one general mix, like a 70-30, it may not work the best for all of your flavors. So instead of going one flat ratio for all of them, they've experimented numerous amounts of times and found a specific ratio for each flavor. That to me is really cool because it shows that they're putting that much more effort into the flavors themselves. You can check them out on Facebook and Instagram. That's the two main social media sites that they have. Definitely reach out to them. They do respond back. It is really cool. Along with the juice, you can purchase apparel like the hat and this really cool hoodie. It's got their logo on the back, and then it's got which side is it? It has got a smaller version on the front here. Really comfortable, really nice material, really well done. So definitely, if you're interested in apparel as well, you can definitely reach out to them. They'll give you the pricing for it. It should be on their Facebook page, and you can make purchases like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on for the video anyway. So, like I said, the flavors have various mix ratios for that, and one of the cool things, like I said, there are a few things about this line that I really got attached to and was impressed with. One of the really cool things about their bottles and their labeling, which I'll show you here right now, is this is their bottle and this is the label that's on there. Really simplistic, but each bottle has a background picture, which is really cool, and it's kind of hard to see here, but this one is called The Creator, and the background is the sky with clouds. It's basically, they try to emulate or attach a picture that, you know, fits with the name of the flavor as well. But the cool thing that I do like is they put the mix ratio per flavor on the bottle. And with as you can tell, this is a full body seal. This is a first review, so I have not opened this yet. It is a full body seal wrap. So the gloss on it does make it a little bit harder to see. So I'm going to go ahead and bust the seal now, and hopefully it'll take down the glare a little bit and you can see what I'm talking about. There is the wrap right there. So as you can see right in here, it tones it down a little bit. Sorry about the focus on mine. This is a 7624, and it does say handcrafted in Lebanon, Oregon. Working Man Vape. The name of the flavors of The Creator, and it is a 3 nicotine, and then it has the warning label and ingredients that it needs on the side with a safety cap but because it's safety sealed, and it comes with a snub nose little nozzle tip. Now, depending on whether you're using a tank or a dripper, the tip itself is gonna either work for you or it may not. So most vapors nowadays, they use unicorn bottles. So regardless, either way, but having a little bit of a nozzle tip on there instead of like a dropper or something like that does make it easier for some people as well. So this is the Creator. It's a mixture of, it's supposed to be 12 exotic fruits. Now they don't specifically list every single fruit, and in my opinion, I think it's a good thing, because the way that our brains work, the more that you know what's in it, the more you try to pick that out to determine whether or not you like the flavor. Like if you don't fully taste everything in it, then you think it's a bad flavor. So the fact that you're not specifically told what all 12 are in here, I think actually helps the flavor, because then you just know it's a medley of a dozen different types of fruits that make up the flavor itself. Very exotic, very tropical fruit smelling. It actually almost smells like a pina colada, which is actually really good because I like pina coladas. So we're going to go ahead and test this out on the vape. It is a fresh wick, as you can see right there, as I always try to do. And my cotton of choice, can you guess? Yep, you're right, Texas Tough Cotton. I just really like the way it works. I've been using this for quite a while now on my reviews. It's basically the main cotton that I use by choice. I've had a chance to talk to the owner, operator, creator a bit myself. She's a great person. Definitely check it out if you are interested. It's Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram. The main thing I like about it is that it doesn't have a very strong cottony taste, especially on a first vape. There isn't a whole lot of preparation you have to do for it. You can pretty much just vape and go. So that's the main thing that I like about it. So I'm going to go ahead and juice up the wick here. And just remember, I say this in all my videos, and I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself constantly about it, and that's just, I keep doing it, and people are like, well, you don't have to always say it. I kind of feel like I do, because especially nowadays with the way that things go, the last thing I want people to think is that I'm trying to impose my will or force my opinion on people. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm about. I'm basically just trying to give you a more informative explanation and basis to go off of about the flavors, so that you can decide, is it something that you think you would take a chance on, or worth taking a chance on for you to order something and try, if you don't have access to it at your local shop, or if you're not close enough to a shop that carries that particular flavor to sample before you purchase it. Nowadays, everybody's looking for a decent deal. Everybody's trying to find the best quality without having to spend a whole lot. Unfortunately, a lot of that means that you have to take a chance on something that you may not have the opportunity to try in a shop. And that's hopefully where I come in to help. I try to explain a little bit more about what the flavor is, obviously show you how it vapes, and hopefully that will help ease your mind about things. You may say, oh, hey, you know what, from the way that sounds like something that I would vape, so let me go ahead and take a chance on that. And if not, you move on to the next flavor or something else, and eventually you will find something that will work for you. So please don't think that I'm trying to say, because I'm vaping this right now, that this is the end-all be-all and this is what you're definitely going to get. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own vaping style and preference. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and cap this up, and we are going to go to vaping. So as always, I am vaping at 75 watts. That is my comfort zone, and this is the Creator from the Working Man's Vape. So as you can see, because it is a bit above the 70-30, the clouds are definitely dense, and it definitely works. I'm a big cloud person. That's not the main reason why I vape, but it's part of the enjoyment for me. So this definitely is a good thing. Okay, so go ahead and just drip a little bit more. Try to get a full blast on this. So it's pretty solid, and because it is a 7624, It is above the 70-30 range, so it's really smooth actually for having a lot of the more tropical, exotic style fruit flavors. A lot of times when you get into flavors that are a lighter flavor or have more of a citrus kick to them, even if you go thicker on the VG for a mix ratio, it still tends to be more of a thinner juice, and it tends to give a little bit more of a throat hit than most people like. There's absolutely none with this. This is really smooth for being an exotic fruit blend. It definitely has that tropical hit to it. If you've ever had like a tropical drink that it's just supposed to be a bunch of different juices and aids mixed together, you pretty much have an idea of what this will taste like. It is a really nice, clean, crisp flavor hit of just a mixture of different fruits. Now you may pick out a couple. I mean, if you're good enough or you eat enough different types of fruits like that, you may recognize it part of the taste. For me, I'm not really so much worried about whether or not I get anything specific out of it. I do enjoy that it is very fruity, but not overly sweet. But it definitely has a nice fruit hit to that. If you like fruity flavors, if you like the tropical mix, if you're looking for a cleaner vape that doesn't feel so heavy when you vape it, definitely try this flavor from this line. This is a really good fruit mix blended vape. Pina colada wise, I get a little bit on the inhale. Most pina coladas I've had have been more of like a thicker type shake style, but that's not so much with this. It does have the smell of it, but vape wise, it definitely vapes like a tropical drink. Throw some ice cubes in it, call it good, and it's just a very refreshing, clean vape. So, like I said, if you like the more fruitier type flavors and you're looking for something that has a nice flavor hit to it, definitely check out the creator from the Working Man's Vape. Line so far has been really solid. Hopefully the other flavors that I have left to do on these videos, click that red subscribe button and you'll be notified. They'll be just on the same line. Working Man's Vape, Joe, thank you so very much for this opportunity. Amazing line so far. Great flavors. Thank you. This is a great privilege. Guys, definitely check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Message them, email them. If you're interested, definitely check them out if you're looking for a rock solid line, and just clean flavors when you vape them. As always, though, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, that's all I want to do. So definitely let me know what I can do to help out with that, and I'll be more than happy to. But regardless of anything else, no matter what, at the end of the day, always remember, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.